Thank you, 5. Oh, can you see behind me?
Oh, wow.
Matt sent this to me this weekend, and
I love it.
behind you is almost a wish list of possible Xmas movies that we could make better that we haven't already. But look at this.
Shut up.
Look at that.
Look at me. It's Kevin McAllister. That is so funny.
Fucking great.
Okay, wait. What else do we have? Is that Miracle on... I don't have my glasses.
My only criticism of this gorgeousness behind us, holiday season-wise, is that he has spoiled your surprise for at the end of the show. If you look at the corner there, the More You Joe's been updated.
Oh, wow. Oh, my ho-ho-ho, the More You Ho.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I do love that Grinch one. We've had that for a while.
Great one. It took me a long time to realize that the Grinch was me. I just thought it was the Grinch in the movie.
Oh, A Miserable Life
boy.
instead of A Wonderful
You
Life.
and short hair. It's vaguely Ellen DeGeneres.
I look really good, I gotta say.
I don't think we've had a poster where you've not said that. Even Tony Soprano, you thought.
So wait, who... Okay, Bobby and Steve are little Ralphie and the other kid.
You know what? Maybe I should worry about balding this much. I kind of look good with a larger forehead.
You look, honestly, and your brothers have a full head of hair, but you look more like Jonathan there.
Yeah, a little bit. I actually look like my dad. Morning, actually.
Good for him.
That was great. Ooh, I like that. Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
That's an outline of Jesus. Fucking
Good for him
great.
being born. Good for him.
That's why I encourage, whenever I use one of Matt's pieces of art for a dumb promotional thing on Twitter that only ever gets any traction after Joanne retweets it.
Yep.
To be a hot girl.
Oh, I'm not in it. Okay, great.
The devil is in the details. I mean, a lot of times there's a Where's Waldo aspect where you got to find Garrett. He's in there somewhere.
Yes, always.
But there's always little funny things, details that you can't overlook. And I like now that all of your action figures are Christmas presents. And your fake books as well, which is a very sad Christmas present.
It's because they make incredible gifts. As you see, there is not a bow on my diary because that's not for sale.
It's just like wrapping a picture. It's just the cover of the It's just a copy of the cover. Nothing else really to wrap there, book-wise. So that's good.
Bill, as the incredible, I forget his name.
Mr. Limpet?
No, who did Reading Rainbow?
Incredible Hulk. Oh, what is his name? LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Yep.
As he once said, take a look, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow.
Just because you can memorize theme songs doesn't mean you can read.
Well,
I've said that to you a million times before.
He wrote a dedication in my first book.
Wait, can't wait to Google that, because it's a bestseller. I'm sure it's out there on the World Wide Webs.
No, my people who are my fans, they respect the written word and the copyrights, and they don't copy.
Let me tell you something, people. Those books are about as real as the hardware to the right of Joanne in the background over there. Okay? Got your Emmys.
Oh.
Got your Grammy. You got your... the Grammy one even confuses me. The Oscar, I don't know what...
Well, no, the Grammy is for the work I did voicing the new diabetes tech.
Oh, that's right.
I got a Grammy for that.
Okay, we need two. We need a clip of that, and I want a clip of Douglas's
By the way,
ear commercial. It's been too long.
if any of you out there have type 1 diabetes and you use a pump and you're able to get the new instructional videos for the Medtronic pumps, can you look out for me? I want to know if actually people are watching what I did.
He did some bank or something, so he must have.
Pixar
There was
didn't
a time where
happen.
he wore suits. There's your future. So this is an advice column in WAPO, I believe they call it. No, I'm sorry, Standard Media. And this is the advice that they need. I'm a rather traditional sort of girl. What tradition? And so I persuaded my fiancé that we should wait until we are married before we start having sex. He was fine with that. I have some theories on that. But now I'm scared that our wedding night will be some sort of disaster. Be very scared. What will our expectations, the excitement, and of course, what with all of our expectations, the excitement, and of course, our inexperience, makes me think he might be a virgin too. So don't be one of, okay, so now this is the advice. from Chris. Don't be one of... The advice is so fucking milquetoast and... Ugh. Don't be one of those brides who wakes up the next morning without any ordinary clothes. This is advice. Just arrange that a bag of necessities makes it to your room. Agree to keep an eye on each other during the party so you're relaxed and sociable, but not at all drunk. And don't even think of inviting friends or family back to your room. Why would they? Let your new husband carry you across the threshold. And again, when you get home, that's a very old tradition that was originally intended to keep the new bride safe from evil spirits in the doorway. Did not know that. Though later on, people came to believe that whoever set foot across the threshold would be the boss. So the husband carried the new bride to ensure it was him. That tracks a little more.
Yeah.
Finally, follow your instincts. Consciously appreciate the whole experience and don't be disappointed if there's none of the wild ecstasies you've seen in movies. Hollywood isn't real life. That was his advice, people. They're waiting until they're married. Now, there's a religion aspect to this. I believe the guy to be a closet case. These are my theories. Go ahead, Joe.
No, they're probably very young. Religious, probably weren't dating that long, and that's why you get married oftentimes when you're religious and young, so that you can have sex and not feel guilty about it.
Right.
But you are putting so much pressure on it when it's bound to not be great.
No.
It's like, I don't know anyone who's ever said, like, my first time was
Not a one.
fireworks and wonder. Also, in high school, I thought I was going to be one of these traditional
I know.
girls.
I remember from our journal, Gino versus Jono days.
I thought I was going to save myself until marriage. But I remember this girl, her name was Jenna, in high school. She was a little like hippie granola, kind of a girl, 2 years older than me. And she said, Joanne, it's important to have sex before you get married because you need to know that the man is going to listen to you. You need to know.
I think you just meant a conversation.
No. You need to know what he's going to be like in bed before you're stuck with it for the rest of your
You gotta
life.
drive the car before you fucking put a down payment on him.
And it wasn't just like, what am I gonna like it? Ooh, what does he look like? Or whatever. It's like, is he going to listen to you? Is he gonna respond to you? Is he gonna, you know, is your vibe gonna be the same? And that's so important because likely it's not. And they're not only gonna be disappointed, but the marriage might be kind of short-lived, unfortunately.
It was such a bad idea from her, and I actually hope he has a micro penis. But you're absolutely right. I find myself agreeing with you. I think I've never met one person, aside from Islamic fundamentalists who have only had sex with small boys. That's not a slam. That's what they do in their culture, and it doesn't count. Doesn't even count as homosexuality. Pedophilia, probably. But they don't have sex, and in their mind's eye, they think that there's some sort of great gift in heaven, after, you know, they kill a bunch of us, is 75 virgins. I do not know one red-blooded American male that has ever wanted to have sex with a virgin. That is a horrible, horrible thing. And the only time men really have sex with virgins is if they are virgins too. They've been dating for a long time. Girls, it is a terrible experience for girls. I'm not telling anybody anything they don't already know. I'll tell you, for this girl, this guy will have a good time. 2 seconds of bliss, if that. But she's not going to.
See, I think, truthfully, my advice to this girl would be, immediately after you're married, sneak away with your husband and have a quickie somewhere. In a closet.
Interesting.
In a bathroom, whatever, so that it's done.
Yeah.
And so then you don't have to worry about the whole rose petals on the bed.
Stupid.
And the, you know, the romantic or, you know, the big, you know, crazy, dreamy image of it. Just do it, get it out of the way, kind of.
We don't know if she is even religious. She's probably religious, but we certainly don't know if she's Catholic. But the big con of Catholicism that people have been doing since these rules, which by the way are not in the Bible, having sex before marriage. This was like done 600 years after the fact. But the big con of Catholicism is, of course, if you were to somehow not do that particular rule, confession. You know, you got a couple Hail Marys, water under the bridge, and that's how Catholics justify a lot of things. So the whole thing is mind-boggling. Or, again, she was religious, fear of God, and this guy, again, is closetly gay, and so it works out perfectly for him. And in which case, sounds like they'll also be in store for a lovely marriage.
Or yeah, if your assumption is correct and he's gay, then I could see him doing the whole, oh well, we should really only have sex if we're trying to conceive.
Love it, and you're absolutely right.
You
Yeah.
know, especially if they're religious, like
Yeah.
it should really only be to have a baby.
I was a little like you because I was, how do you put it, a late bloomer, which is why I think I'm so immature at 47. But I remember I had always liked girls, but I did not like them the way my friends liked them because I hadn't gone through puberty yet, you know? And so there was just this ferocity of heterosexuality that I wasn't getting. And I remember thinking when I was younger, like, you know, I'm not into guys, but maybe I'm gay because I'm not like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and back then, you know, I was still pretty Catholic. I'm like, oh God, if I'm gay, like, I guess I just won't act on it. And so in my own way, I was like, well, I'll be a virgin for the rest of my life. And then, you know, I hit about 16 and I realized what the difference was. And so that ended. But like, yeah, I mean, I know that mindset, it's very immature, which is why you shouldn't get married too young either. Brain develops until you're 25. You know, and then, like someone like me, being a late bloomer, and remember Richie Reddy said the same thing. My brain probably didn't stop developing until I was 32, right? You know, and like to just get married when you're a child, essentially, is just so stupid. But
I don't know
too
if
late
it's,
for her.
I don't know if it's because I live in a city, right? And that most people who move here from elsewhere are here for a career or a job, and they don't necessarily want to settle down. They
Yeah.
also don't have the money to because they're paying way too
yeah.
much in rent. But I haven't seen a lot of like young marriages amongst like my friends or the people I know.
Yes.
But again, maybe it's different in like the middle of the country where you grow up on a farm and then you marry the other farmer's son. I don't know. This is a Lifetime movie, right?
Right, and I'm from the Midwest, and we, and like, you know, all of my friends growing up got married way before my New York friends, but it wasn't egregious. It would be like 28,
Yeah.
maybe 26, or like, yeah, pushing it, but that's
Speaking of celebrities, they give weird gifts
like this
in the
already.
form of all I want to do is take a poo.
It's a gift for everyone.
Sure is. It's my gift to you.
The song or your poo?
Both.
Both. With every purchase of my single, all I want to do is take a poo. You get a tiny sample of my poo. Cause all I want to do is take a poo. I got a feeling I gotta go number 2. I
feel bad that we're not properly presenting Baker's bathroom,
I got a
order killer.
feeling I'm gonna drop a
Item over there in the
deuce.
corner. You can barely see it.
So, it was recently DJ Khaled's birthday, and his buddy Drake celebrated by giving him the ultimate gift of luxury toilets. That's right. He gave him toilets that can go for, they don't know the exact price, but this brand fetches up to $20,000 per toilet. He gave DJ Khaled multiples. So Khaled, like any good friend, thanked him via Instagram. Let's take a look at this
That's
video.
my brother Drake, Six God. Listen, this is not no regular toilet bowl.
It's not
my
a
brother
regular
Drake
toilet bowl.
just bought me and my family about 4 big toilet bowls. This is called the Toto
It's
toilet bowl.
called
If you've ever
the
been to Drake's
Toto.
house, his toilet bowls are incredible. Melissa, what's some of the features?
It has a UV
Who
light
is
cleaning
Melissa?
system.
It got a UV light cleaning system.
Is she a rep for the toilet bowl?
It's remote control operated.
Oh, she is. Great.
It's automatic. Toilet seat can be open.
See, this with a light, a UV light, and it got the water too that splats up, right?
The bidet
And
function.
night light, refreshing air deodorant.
Refreshing.
This guy takes a dump.
This is the Toto. Listen, yo, Drake,
that much is clear.
I'm not even joking,
He
Drake.
probably does
We've
need a
been
remote
wanting
control.
this.
We've been
Me and my
wanting
queen been
this.
talking about getting Totos for the whole house. Now, honey, we got Toto toilet bowls.
I can't.
Heated seats too. Heated seats. This, if you ever been to Drake's house, you know Drake's house is.
I have never
worth like
been to
$500
Drake's
million.
house. Why you gotta
So he
remind
has
me?
Toto. It's not about the money. It's just about he went and got the best of the best. So he gifted us.
Why are you
a few of these
encouraging
Toto
DJ
toilet
Khaled to
bowls,
stay and
and
spend more time on the
This
toilet?
feels like a really bad
hearing- I
infomercial.
ain't
Like
tried
DJ
yet.
Khaled, he's got to
I'm
make a few
hearing
more
it.
bucks.
There's some music
He's
involved,
signed
too.
on
Might
to
play some
HSN
music.
to,
Now,
to
real
sell
talk.
these toilet bowls.
Shout out to Toto.
Yeah, I don't see
Drake,
the numbers
thank you for this
clicking really
gift.
quick as far
This
as
is the most
purchases are
amazing
concerned.
Bobby, do you have more insight?
So we actually covered this story last night on the POS podcast.
Oh,
but,
nice.
So Melissa is his chef, who was there, who has the toilets and knows like how it's good for you.
Oh, so she has them.
But my favorite thing we learned is DJ Khaled doesn't refer to poops as poops. He calls them theories.
Yes.
I'm going to go take a theory.
So interesting.
What's the reasoning behind that? Do we know? I mean, I
I
love
don't
it.
think he
Here's-
ever explained, but I
here's
think he
the-
just loves life. He is so excited for everything.
He really is.
Sure is.
It's interesting too because most celebrities have chefs, private chefs, so that they can eat with optimal health. And I don't think he has that kind of chef.
Well, that came up in our discussion too. We thought he probably likes Drake's toilets because Drake's the only one who lets him poop at his house. Other
my
celebrities
God.
are probably like, nah, the toilet
Sorry,
doesn't have
man.
good water flow.
Yeah, that
Wait,
is spot
Speaking
on.
of using the word theory, so listen to this quote because theory then takes on other meanings, which is why I was confused. This might be the best gift ever. Everybody knows when you sit down and do the theory. That's when you meditate and reflect on life. When you sit down and do the theory, that's when you reflect on life, ideas be coming. Some of my best ideas come from me taking a theory, real talk. And I got one now that lights up, and it sprays theory. And it even makes it smell theory. And it's like a big theory. So I'm sorry, your toilet is spraying poo and making you smell like poo. It is a big poo.
This is not a cell. I don't even get what he's saying.
Me either.
Is he having a stroke? And if
We
you
the best.
if you're struggling shit wise, you can get strokes.
Also, that hole looks really tiny in the toilet
He's gonna
seat.
destroy that thing because it's Japanese, man. They make tiny people.
Guess
They are
so.
not ready for DJ Khaled.
Real life.
It's such a large. I guess if you got a big booty, the rest will rest on.
Well, you know who else looks like they take massive dumps? Is Drake. Drake looks like he
think so?
spends an hour on the toilet. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know that a
He's got
lot.
that shit look to him.
I don't think a lot comes out, but he does look like one of those guys who spends 20 minutes on the toilet.
Oh, at least, yeah.
You know, and like he's getting stuff done while on the toilet.
See, Steve, you're like a Canadian rapper.
Yeah,
I've
but I
always
don't
said
get
that about
stuff
you.
done while I'm on the toilet. I just enjoy my, meditation time.
They don't want to see us win.
Unload diarrhea.
Yeah, well, first of all, not meditation time, theory time. And that sounds like a
yes.
wet theory.
Some of my best theories come from when I'm pooping.
Oh, Jesus. What is...
Now remember, this is supposed to be based on a true story.
Is this supposed to be funny or like serious?
I'm not telling you.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe.
A lot of cocaine was lost.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's roll.
Is that the oh shit guy?
No, don't eat that, don't eat that.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see what kind of effect that has on
The bear. It fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
I mean, there's some 80s style.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
I was happy about that.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
His lust for
Kinda
blood
seems
is
like
only
the thing
rivaled
that
by his
stays
lust for
with the man
cocaine.
forever.
Is it weird that I want the bear to win?
Oh, you're preaching to the choir.
high on cocaine. Out of his mind. Oh man, you fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear? Turn it, man! Bear, speed up!
Higher, baby, and don't ever come down.
We have such good luck in nature.
So
Oh my God! I didn't even know that was coming.
How the fuck?
Cocaine Bill.
Oh, Matt! I have to say that's the best Christmas gift you could have given me. That is real, right?
Wow.
Guys, we got any straws? Oh, finally America could snort me.
Just as terrifying and playful as Cocaine Bear.
I would never eat anybody. Maybe some hors d'oeuvres.
Well, what's so funny is if you didn't watch yesterday's show, first of all, fuck you. But
Thank you.
also, we got into it a little bit, or maybe that was 2 days ago. This is only like the smallest segment of a larger story that they have decided to really focus on and possibly beat to death.
Couldn't have said it better myself. What do we mean when we say based on a true story?
It's literally just based on one animal one time.
Right, and the animal died immediately. Or went on a murderous rampage? Fueled by his desire to get ever more cocaine? We don't know. Actually, we do. The bear, got the cocaine that fell off the plane, immediately overdosed, and has since become sought after, which I thought was going to be the plot of the movie. I like this better. Was sought after by collectors, thieves, and rogues alike as taxidermists' holy grail.
Yeah.
And it's the actual cocaine bear. Is that Googleable? I forget where Cocaine Bear lives now, the real one. It's probably hard to Google with the movie coming out. I don't know where he is now, but he would go up on auction every once in a while, Cocaine Bear would.
Oh.
And, ooh, yeah,
Sure.
like a T-Rex.
The only thing that would make this movie perfect is if Cocaine Bear is hanging out with his Italian bear friends and he accidentally sits on his pet cat, killing it to death.
Oh, my God. So he's Christopher Imperoli. Well, that's how you want all animals
Which is,
to go.
a Sopranos.
I had told Bobby and Steve that the Cocaine Bill was a surprise for me, and I like surprises especially when they involve cocaine. But I originally was like, well, and I can't believe that I forgot to do it last night. We should have ended on bare minimum.
Yes.
But now we have a new segment for any time we have a cocaine-related story. So thank you, Matt. It's always the gift that keeps on giving. I will add it to our overall Christmas slideshow as well because, the movie's coming out soon. Yeah. Richie texted me last night.
Okay.
He had sent me, my brother's, of course, on it. Had already sent me the trailer, but Richie had sent it to me again and had brought up a really good point. We need to do a compound media outing to the theaters to see this. And
let's
maybe
do it
a
one
live
better.
report.
Let's go to Kentucky to the Fun Mall where we can see the original stuffed cocaine bear.
Oh, well done, buddy.
Kentucky got it.
Oh, my God, it looks a lot like the one in the movie. You're usually pretty disappointed by these taxidermy styles. Look at that. Oh, my God, in the snow. Good for you, Maul. I love the sense of humor. Wow. So he's been in Kentucky it's weird he's not in Nashville, which I believe is the actual drop site.
Look at him, surrounded by his favorite thing.
The Washington Post was not able to, want to chill out with Cocaine Bear? Head to the Fun Mall. Love it. Fun Mall has a wild tale of its own about the bear's alleged journey. After being preserved by a taxidermist, the store claims that Cocaine Bear was sold by a pawn shop to a country legend Waylon Jennings. Makes me love him even more. Oh, the outlaw cowboy. Before it eventually ended up in a traditional Chinese medicine shop in Reno.
Bears do.
Thank you. The wife of that shop's late owner was happy to get rid of it as long as Fun Mall, which says it tracked it down the object from her, paid for its shipping. What was that guy thinking?
You know what? When a mall is titled Fun, I immediately don't believe you.
Well, but malls are your favorite thing ever, and so I would assume you just think Fun Mall is redundant.
Well, exactly. And it's like, but you don't need to advertise something that just innately is.
Fair play. Fair play.